Welcome to the Quick Start tutorial series for VisualCam 2015, brought to you by Microsoft. Today we'll be demonstrating the Art module. Before we begin, let's talk a bit about the VisualCAD display. When you run VisualCAD for the very first time, your screen may look like this. These windows on the left belong to plugin modules that are currently loaded. For now, let's close them all. Now, let's begin by launching the VisualCam Art module. From the Plugins pane of the VisualCAD Home ribbon bar, you will see the VisualCam 2015 main menu. Drop down the menu and then pick Art to load the Art module. Docked on the left, you will see the Art browser. You can resize the width of the browser, making sure that all the command icons and menus are easily accessible. VisualCam's Art module, also referred to as VisualART, is used to convert artwork into geometry suitable for machining or 3D printing. You can create 3D reliefs in wireframe geometry from various picture file formats and a variety of bitmaps and operations to create different shapes. Now, let's load the part model for this tutorial. From the VisualCAD main menu, select Open. Locate the VisualCam 2015 Quick Start folder shown here. Then, select the VisualCAD part file named Art Quick Start Tutorial and then pick Open. Now, from the View toolbar, select the ISO view icon. We will perform the following basic steps to create relief shapes. First, we will create the project workspace. Then, we will use the Create Sweep operation. And after that, we will use the Create Puffed operation. Then, the Create 3D Relief operation. And then finally, we will export the part as meshes to use as CAD geometry. The first step in creating reliefs is to define the project workspace. This can be thought of as a canvas upon which we'll be creating our 3D model. From the Art browser, select the 3D Relief Operations tab and then pick the Create Project icon to display the dialog. Under Extents, set the length to 4 and the width to 10. In the future, you can also select the Pick Origin and Extents button to select two diagonal points to define the project workspace. Under Resolution Settings, set the dots per inch to 150. Or you can set resolution settings to fine to achieve the same value. Now pick Generate. The Project Workspace icon now appears under the Projects folder in the Art browser. The default name is Project 1, but you can change that if you like. Just right-click on it and select Rename from the menu. The Project Workspace will also be displayed in the graphics window as shown here. Our first operation will create a swept volume. The Create Sweep operation allows you to sweep a cross-section shape along a selected rail curve to generate a swept volume. This function is typically used to create borders, highlights, and even 3D text shapes. Now, select the Create Swept Volume icon from the 3D Relief Operations toolbar to display the dialog. Under the Create Swept Volume tab, select the cross-section shape to be Convex Arc from the toolbar at the top. Set the type to Add, and under Cross-Section, set the scale to 1. Then we'll set the X-coordinate for the arc radius by dragging the point on the arc in the Sweep Operation dialog box. Also check the box for Fill Insides if closed. Now, select the Relief Curves tab and then pick the Select Border Curves button. The dialog will minimize to allow you to select geometry. Select the outer ellipse and then right-click or press Enter. The dialog will reappear and display the name of the curve we just selected in the list box. Now we pick Generate. A sweep operation icon is added to the Art browser project tree as shown. The result of the sweep operation will also be displayed in the graphics window. Our next operation will be to create a puff volume. The Create Puff operation allows you to select one or more border curves and puff up the insides using a shape function that can be selected from a predefined list. The shape of the puff can be further affected by selecting detail curves inside the border curves. Let's have a look. Select the sweep operation we just created. Then, select the Create Puffed Volume icon from the 3D Relief Operations toolbar to display the dialog. Then select the Sphere icon from the toolbar. Now, set the type to Add and the max puffing height to 0.5. Select the point on the arc and modify the puff cross-section. Under Smoothing, make sure the box is checked and then set the smoothing scale to 6. You can use the slider, the up or down arrows, or simply enter the value. Next, select the Relief Curves tab. This tab contains two subtabs